setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. Let's go now. At the Ravens' 49-yard line.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Well, today, of course, not just the start of the new campaign, it's the debut of DeMeco Ryans as the Houston head coach. Now, we saw him plenty with the 49ers, what he was able to do with that defense. Charles, what do you think he brings to the table for these Texans?
He brings football intelligence. He brings enthusiasm. He brings creativity. This guy wanted to be the head coach of the Houston Texans, twice a Pro Bowler with them in the NFL. He's come home. Now he wants to finish what he started as a player as a head coach.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And room there to work it inside the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Ready? 1 quarter down, 8-0 to score. Texans football to start quarter 2. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So the flag thrown for the contact, mark off the yardage.
And sometimes you just read a hitch route way too fast. You get there before you're supposed to, and there's the penalty.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Pierce will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. And they'll turn the power game to try to get in. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 3rd and goal, Stroud. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there.
And now the rookie's free. right sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are able to extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
But not a huge game there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Fans, a reminder, coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando for highlights and analysis and scores from around the NFL here in this opening weekend.
Let's put the coach to work.
Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Now a 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson. Looking deep here for Flowers. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. It's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Texans offense set to regain possession. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice it.
Taking it right down Broadway. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now here's Stroud. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the point. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's it. They're all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return, and the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They'll try and throw for it. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. And, of course, on the two-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. 30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Zay Flowers and the Raven offense back onto the field. Not a bad day at the office there. Maybe he would like the catch number to go up a little bit, but I think most guys would say 2 catches, 2 touchdowns. That's okay.
I think if the catch number goes up, we start talking about the record books because at that pace, this type of efficiency, oh yeah, I think I'd throw it to him a little bit more often.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Jackson now. They're looking deep here for Flowers. This is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
That's complete. It's Collins. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
Another attempt, another. When I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just shy of the 10. Another big play here as they strike for 31. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Here's a toss coming right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Stroud looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Noah Brown, 78 yards. And the Texans are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And oh, it's blocked. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. Back now in Baltimore, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but They've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Well, now they'll try the end around. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. This one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. And hurry up. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And this is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Ravens are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Stroud. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Stroud on 3rd down now. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of futures. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Stroud to throw it. Sack. They push him back to the 34. Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Zay Flowers and his offense about to begin their next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade is going to happen, but good thought. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Well, looking deep here for Flowers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Flowers. And they can't bring him down. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. That will be a big play